Welcome to another video of Lord PeteyTV Plays. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be going through a couple of dungeons here, and what we're going to be doing is we're going to be talking about what we do in certain situations and how we kind of fix them and went through it, how the bosses are dealt with, and so on and so forth. We're going to be dealing with multiple different classes. I would say it's going to be up to 5 or 6 different classes, but as of right now, we're prioritizing Druid and Monk, or I should say Balanced Druid and Brewmaster Monk. So please check us out. We're going to be doing a lot of other keys for other classes too. So we'll see you all soon. This is week 5 of season 3 of Dragonflight, and we're kind of going through the process here of trying to take care of fortified entangling and bolstering. And we worked on a couple of different classes. We tried to really push keys pretty hard this week, and this is kind of the results. The hardest part about Waycrest Manor this week is that you have to deal with the Spitefuls. So when we're pulling these bosses, well, I should say ads before the bosses and so on and so forth, you really need to make sure you position yourself in a way that you're not going to get yourself cornered by the Spitefuls. And the tanks should be able to deal with that properly, putting them in a right spot so you can AoE and DPS them down. Not too bad. Myself and the healer are the only ones that I knew in this dungeon. So we kind of just took it for face value and kind of went as clearly as well as we possibly could and as smooth as we possibly could until we ended up getting to the first boss.
I'll let you know if I need to do so just keep pulling. That's the plan. I didn't realize you were online. I got in and I just went right into the key and I was like, okay. Good. Can you sell the other one? The one next to the boss or no? This is selling MEDs. I can interrupt sums, but I can't. No idea what this dude's selling from. A Kamako one is now following. Bro, Kamako, how you doing? What are these guys getting hit from? I mean, the Bramble Bolts hurt. I mean, that's what does hurt. It was not this bad on my priest, and I did an 18 on my priest earlier today. I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna do as much as I can. Come with all the stack, you go, sir. The red gen, are you okay with that? Sure, I'll be here Monday, if you're asking. I'm doing well. I don't know what. Like. Do you give me a rest people, or are we not having? Are they not moving, or? No idea. For some reason on my paladin, that debuff, like, is impossible to heal for some reason. But my priest, like, can handle it, no problem. No idea. The priest, it's like a knock factor. Should I die, or should we... I'd say die. I mean, I got one sister now, but this is like another 12 million health. Yeah, I'd die. Hey, how are you?
Are you looking to support the channel? Please make sure you go to our merch store. The link is in the comments below. We have mugs, shirts, lots of cool things that we will love you to purchase and be wearing and supporting the channel. I greatly appreciate it, and thank you so much. After we wiped on the first time when we're going after this boss, I was very worried that we were going to have a continued problem, and I think that the healers, I should say the healer, the DPS after this, I told them, hey, you're supposed to jump on this, hey, you're supposed to do that, hey, you're supposed to do this, because it was really hard for me to think that people in an 18 Waycrest Manor didn't exactly know what they were doing. So we ended up just kind of having to put them on training wheels essentially throughout the whole entire dungeon, which is super frustrating for myself because I've been doing these dungeons over and over again, but at the same time, I understand that some people, they haven't done them before, but I would think that at normal base mechanics, people would know by an 18. And right now, I feel that with this fight itself is one of the most heal intensive fights in the whole entire season. I think that this is, one of those make or breaks, and I'm very lucky that the people that were here didn't leave. And we ended up kind of going through it, and we end up recovering, and we end up being able to take down this boss after a little bit of time. What are you talking to us on?
Good phone.
You sound different.
How bad is it?
Sounds
Not
like
bad.
you're speaking into a can.
Yeah, but yeah, you're a little louder and a little more clear, but it's not that
Yeah.
bad.
Okay.
Sound like you're talking on your phone?
Nah. I've been trying to tackle my room.
Yeah, 5-year-old and you're Gotta clean your room.
Have you tried putting your shoulder into it? Because that always works.
Oh my god. Dax got dad jokes. Been hanging out with Nurgle too much.
No, it all started with my closet, and now my closet is clean. Now I have to tackle the rest of my room because I put the shit that was in my closet either in the trash or just out in my room.
Did you get hyper focused? Is that why?
Yep.
With cleaning? Yeah. Terry Marco, how's your day doing? Things are going well here.
I got 5 more days.
We just gotta get some stuff going. You know, after watching Dak do this poll and after seeing a couple of other pugs do this poll, I really started thinking of it as a nicer way to pull this hallway. We end up pulling, you know, throughout the whole entire hallway to the end of the hall, and then we end up pulling into the inside of the courtyard. The only difference is you pull this pack, which gives you a little more percentage, so you don't have to worry so much at the end of the dungeon.
Hard for people like this high. I mean, this is like the new norm high, so you don't really know what you're gonna get with people here. All with this. Oh my god.
As always, just wanted to make sure you know we partner with Sub2R for our gamer glasses, our green screens, our camera mounts, our cameras, all of those enjoyable objects that we end up using while streaming for our long gaming sessions to help increase our quality of our streams. So make sure you use Lord PeteyTV at sub2r.com when you end up going there and purchasing some of this amazing gear. Make sure you end up checking out our other channels. We have a sister channel called Gaming Fire with Lord PeteyTV, which we end up giving you some specific gaming news that is popping up here and there throughout the whole entire week. And then make sure you're also checking out our Stories with Lord PeteyTV, where we end up giving you little short stories that he's handwritten throughout the whole entire week, which we think you'll greatly appreciate. Thank you so much, and check those out. And hit the subscribe button here when you are ready. The Goliath really isn't too bad to work with, and the thing is that you need to make sure that you know what you're doing with it. Since this video has been since I recorded this video, the boss is actually nerfed, so it's actually a lot easier to deal with now. So it's not really something to worry about so much. As for the Goliath, I end up waiting till about 20-25 stacks. Make sure that nobody is ending up taking any of the thorns, and then after that I proceed to run him through fire if I can find one, because they keep despawning every time I try to get to one. I make sure that I'm always by the thorns to make sure that we can end up taking that. And the nice thing about, you know, being a monk is that you have that speed taunt to move him a little faster towards where you have to go. Doing. Good enough. How you doing? What's going on? Fire just spawned right underneath his feet. That had nothing to do with me. Just a heads up. It's really far away.
Pulling out here. Yeah, I can get you one, Dren.
The only pull you really need to worry about going towards the next boss is around the corner by the other guys. The other guys around the corner are also, they're also a problem because they end up being able to pull upstairs. So most of the time you'll see most tanks will end up taking mobs and pulling them out of the rooms, or I should say into the courtyard. So it's a little safer and easier to deal with, especially with Spiteful, so we can pop them and push them away from everybody else and I can pull another group. Works out really well and really efficiently.
We're gonna get both these destabilizers. No? Pull it, yeah. Forgot about that. Tricks, use them. You know what I mean? I do not. Please elaborate. There's lots of tricks in these dungeons, like because of line of sight stuff. So I'm using them. Crazy. That's what we do there. Try to maximize our damage and heals. Oh my god, why? Well, dude. Dude literally just, I had to go through what happened to him. He grabbed the aggro, but he ran away from me, and I couldn't hit him because he kept being out of my range. And my taunt was down, so how am I going to grab things if you're out of my range? It's very true. Totally forgot myself a drink. And my cookies, damn it! Cookies? What kind of cookies? My mom makes sugar cookies every year that look like the shape of a tree. My favorite cookies. And she makes them for me every Christmas. That's amazing. I love the tree-shaped sugar cookies. Does she do mail order? Probably she should. It's like an old Italian recipe. Go figure.
So how do you keep yourself hydrated over those long gaming sessions? Here at Lord PeteyTV, we end up using Rogue energy drinks. That is what we use here. We end up drinking those throughout the whole entire sessions. Please make sure you go there and use Lord PeteyTV at checkout when you end up purchasing some of those amazing drinks. This boss is kind of annoying to deal with. When you end up learning how to put the right stand in the right spot, make sure you learn how to properly bait the frontal tenderizes. You can end up actually making this not too bad. As for the ads, you try to make sure you take care of the ads, as many of them as you can for the first couple of rounds, and then after that you just see them, let them go, and just maximize
pop
GPS
somebody
on the boss. And that's kind of what we end up doing while we're going through this.
Bro. Hunter.
Did he eat one?
I don't think so. How do we tell? That's never happened to me before.
He'll more health.
Gotcha. Makes sense.
Guys, all staff to the kitchen.
I guess I repent in something else. Okay.
How we AoE down those three.
Let's focus on.
When we are pulling through this part of the dungeon, what we try to make sure we do is we take down the top portion and then we go into the next area, and we try to make sure we don't pull the matron. The matron is really a difficult difficult thing to take care of. I kind of tend to pull all the mobs closer to the stairs so we don't have to worry about them, and kind of hope that we have enough percentage. As for this week, we actually do have almost enough percentage to be able to do that. So I pull the 2 mobs across the way and we try to take care of them so we don't end up having a problem. But I'm pretty sure we still pull the matron anyway, and it's kind of annoying and frustrating, but we kind of just deal with it as we can. And we just go from there, and we make sure we take care of those guys and the guys underneath. You got to make sure you're taking care of them with the candles, because if you got to have to deal with the candles, it's going to cause nothing but problems in the long run. So it's just something else to deal with, and it's just something to note as you're running around.
Because I was holding the level around. Medals, flashlights, all PTSD moments. I see it was the mage. Nobody interrupt? Ow. Oh my god, alright. Can you get me up? He's not gonna get me up, is he? I can try too. He's got 2 mil on me, I don't know if we want to place matters on it. That's your turn. I didn't see it was that. No, looking right, coming. Yeah. Yeah. So don't die. So I got the battle res is going too. Alright, I'm good. You can go. Everybody pulls all these guys? I just didn't want to do it though. I was like, you pull them all. You don't have to like dodge or anything and like be in an awkward position on the stairs. That's gonna deal more damage. Or you don't pull them all and you have to do a little dance on the stairs and have the potential to pull them. So just pull them all. Pulling. Yep.
Nothing really I could say or talk about when it comes to Lord Waycrest or Lady Waycrest. They're actually this fight's very easy. The only thing you got to really make sure of as a tank is that you're using your rotational defenses. So you're using your stagger. I'm using my purifying brew. I'm using celestial brew, and so on and so forth. So there's really not much that you're going to be having to deal with. Watching your fee as you run around. If you get the poison, you run to a location where nobody else is, because that just sits there. The fight is long because of the draining factor of that from Lady Waycrest, but other than that, it's not too bad, and you can kind of go through it eventually. Specs like other than, oh wait, Dak, you can tank too, but you don't want to tank yet.
Oh, you're talking about like roll.
No, there is none. I write it down on a piece of paper and a pen. It's a crazy concept, right? If you need one, I just write your name down in the list, and that's what I do. I low tech it.
Bro, why the fuck is this warlock on top of me?
I can't even use my ox right now. No, just Dread, I got you. I'll ask you when we're done, and then we'll go from there. It's nothing crazy high tech. It's literally a book.
Yep.
That's not that you can pull. I'm eating. You watch Percy Jackson yet? No, not yet. I want to watch it, but it's like 2 episodes, and they're both like 45 minutes long. And my wife and I both want to watch them together. You said 45 or 35? 45. Oh, okay. So I'm like, it's like a 2-hour movie. So I'm like, I'm gonna have to wait. That's all shows are 8-hour long movies. Now they are. That's what it's turned into. But you wanna know what? I'm kind of okay with that. And I'm kind of interested to see how Harry Potter. Why did you say it like that? Harry Potter. I can't wait to see how Harry Potter turns out. Yeah, he's can I pull?
The last boss, really, we weren't too ready for it, but I really rushed the pull because I wanted to make sure we had enough time on it, seeing how things have been in the past. So I ended up making sure we ended up pulling and kind of just going for it and DPSing him down. We really kept an eye on, the burns, making sure, trying to interrupt as much as I possibly could. I tried to make sure that, you know, when the ads and stuff popped out, I had CCs and things available so that they were there ready to go. The incorporals were taken care of very, very quickly from the other people in the group, which I was very happy about. So overall, this dungeon was not really a big deal, but we kind of, you know, the beginning kind of scared us, but at the same time, I think that the DPS kind of picked themselves up and they were actually able to perform a lot better. Thank you so much for taking your time out and checking out the amazing videos that we are ending up producing here. Now, just a reminder, we end up putting videos out throughout the whole entire week involving our Mistweaver Monk, our Brewmaster Monk, our Boomkin Druid, our Guardian Druid, our Combat Rogue, and many other classes throughout the whole entire week. But please make sure you come and check us out. We are doing this every single week, live on twitch.tv every single Monday through Friday. Please come check us out. Subscribe to our YouTube page here and our sister pages. And if you're looking to support the channel, you know where to find it. Thank you so much and have a fantastic rest of your day.